Okay, so quickly getting into this, I've been learning Unity for the last few months, and to say the least, it's pretty hard, but also very fun. I've made 3 mini projects so far, and one of them is actually a tutorial for a 3D game made by Brackeys that gave me an introduction to many of the different tools and mechanics that are used during the process of making a project in Unity, whether it be a game or some sort of other animation thing. This led me to think that maybe I should create a video to talk about like my experiences with it, and I'm also excited, and also to talk about what I'm excited to do with Unity in the future because I have a project that's actually just started with my friends and I'm very excited for it. But I'll talk more about that in the end of the video, so you can skip there if you want. But at the moment, I'm gonna go through like my experiences with each of these 3 projects, starting with the 3D tutorial one because it's just on the screen right now. It was actually the first one. It was the beginning. Um, I it as I said, it was made by Burakis, which his tutorials are very well known over the years due to how well he explains things and how he simplifies everything. It's really nice. I would recommend it. Maybe like the best tutorial videos I've ever seen in my life. He didn't make anything daunting. There's a lot of stuff in Unity. There's a lot of stuff you can do, but nothing seems super scary. Um, Most of it was actually pretty simple once you got it all explained to you. Finally, after I made a bit of progress throughout the series of videos, I actually only ran into one problem throughout the entire time, which was mainly the animation aspect of it. It was a bit confusing because purely on my standpoint, but also because due to those videos being older, like 2018, 2017, I believe, maybe even 2016, um, Unity changed a lot, right? So some stuff that would be in like the components menu would actually be in some sort of other thing, like the game object menu, and it's just little things like that that can really try to trick you up. But something that's really nice is the community regarding the Unity, regarding Unity, like tutorials and stuff. So there was like 50 to 100 comments just leaving of just people saying like, "Hey, this isn't in this menu anymore. This is in a different thing. If you need help, by the way." Just saying, and other stuff saying like, if you can't do this, well then do like this other thing instead, like giving you hints and trying to help you solve your problems that they themselves ran into, or they seen other people ran into also. So it's really nice and it's very friendly. There's not much of an example I could use for this game. This probably isn't the best one because of how it's not very sensitive, right? But you can kind of see it's like a 3D block game. You have to move your block, your cube side to side to dodge their little rectangles. I actually exported it into a little thing here, which is pretty fun. Welcome to Cube Run. So you can see it's much more sensitive here, but it really is just this, it's really simple, but it's still fun to play, and it teaches you, like, you can see the animation part of it at the very end when it says level complete. You can see this part knowing how to stop something like that, seeing everything move. Like, I mean, jumping off is also really fun. It's just flying away. Maybe one of the funnest bits about it, for some reason. But that's the first project, and it was very fun. Um, Moving on to my first actual project that was myself. It wasn't a tutorial. Was it this one? No. I shouldn't talk about that one yet. This one. Yes. So I got really ambitious and was thinking, hey, I can make a 2D platformer. And like on my first try for some reason, I don't know why I thought that, but I was overly excited, overly ambitious, which is fair, I guess. Let me go to the first level to show it. But I'm a big dum dum, right? Me big dumb, me a dummy, and I didn't realize that maybe having only a story and not really knowing what mechanics you're gonna put into a game, not knowing how it's gonna look, not knowing what you actually want to like take the direction of it, is maybe not the greatest idea. But I put everything into that one basket and was like, yeah, let's go for it, and it didn't really end up well. I made this level, this one, this one. I mean, they're all different technically, but they're supposed to be changing colors and stuff, right? It was a weird story. I cannot explain it very well, and it would take forever for me to explain it. Not really, but it would take like 5 minutes that you guys don't want to hear about. But it was just really badly planned out and stuff, so I kind of called it quits after a bit, and it made me kind of sad because I enjoyed making it and it was fun, but it didn't lead anywhere, right? So it was partially because of that, and also because I went to Disneyland, which is awesome. My favorite rides were probably like the Tron ride, because the movie Tron is amazing. I love that movie. The Guardians of the Galaxy ride, Cosmic Rewind, was maybe the best one in the entire park. In like the Epcot, whatever it's called. And Tower of Terror was pretty fun. Being able to see how high up you are was awesome. And the Rock and Roller Coaster was also really fun. I think that's the only one that actually goes upside down in the entire park, as far as I know, but I'm not quite sure. But it was very fun. I would recommend all of those. Those are like the main ones that you should go check out. Anyway, on to my final project. I started a bit more. Is it this one? It is this one. I started a bit more positively after getting a few tips of like, hey, don't be super ambitious. Don't rely on story. No be big dumb. Basically some of those. And it was like, okay, maybe I should focus on one level. One level. You see, like in this one, I had like what, 6 levels. Focused on one level, make it look how you want it to look, and then go from there. Finish one level entirely, then go to the next. And that could work for some people, and others maybe it can't. So it's kind of like neutral advice, maybe. Not like good and not bad, but for me it was pretty helpful. So I made this so far, and then I ended up scrapping it also because I didn't take it anywhere either. But basically, I had this, where it was your little tire cube guy jumping from platform to platform on these little eyeball firefly. I call them fireflies. And you might think like, oh wow, you can't get up there, so you have to use the space bar. Oops. You can see, you kind of need the fireflies. I made it so that you can't jump up there without using the fireflies. I died. But it was pretty cool, and I might use this in the future as an example, like jumping on fireflies and stuff, so yeah, it's cool. But I didn't do anything with it because I had no idea where I wanted to take it, because again, I had no story planned out, but this time I only focused too much on mechanics and how I wanted the game to look. I was thinking like, I can't build anything else until I finish the one level, until I get my tiles how I wanted it to look, until I get my player how I wanted it to look, until I got these trees looking like root things looking perfect. This background, this darker tile, is meant to be a silhouette of like a building in the background. Yeah, like games have like background, like foreground buildings or something. It's like I didn't build anything, right? You can obviously see, but I was trying to learn how to, and then I kind of gave up on it because I'm really bad at it, and I just didn't know how I wanted it to look and stuff, so I stopped there. Even though it was fun and also really cool, it just didn't lead anywhere again. So I don't know what to say after all of these little projects, I guess, but it was very fun and I enjoyed it a lot personally. I really want to get into computer science and or computer engineering in the future, so messing around with just fun stuff like this is always really nice, and it's actually really motivational too, because it's what my big interest is, you know. So what I talked about earlier in the beginning of this video, how long is it going for? 9 minutes so far. Okay, I gotta be quick. What I talked about in the beginning of this video was this thing actually, which doesn't look like anything at the moment, but you can see there's a lot of different sprites, right? So basically, my friends and I, who are all big Pokemon fans, so really, really big Pokemon fans, we want to create, well, I wanted to create a Pokemon fan-made game, right? And that's what we're trying to do. So I have one of my friends who's maybe giving some ideas for like the Pokemon, right? They're not gonna be the Pokemon in like a game, right? It's gonna be our own type of Pokemon, you know, our own little monster things. While I deal with all the coding and stuff, and all of the actual game making, and while one of my other friends works on all of the art. For example, I made the grass blocks, but like they made this water thing that's supposed to have animation with different sprites. I haven't like perfected it yet, but I'm still trying to get it to animate it, to make it look like it's animated. They made the dirt blocks. They made this little transition block from like grass to dirt, or dirt to grass, whatever you want to call it. They made this little plant here, like plant bush thing, and also this one right here, which looks like a Minecraft block. It looks like a Minecraft block. But that's what we're trying to do, and that was kind of the big thing I was trying to lead up to for this video. And I'm excited to do it, and it's gonna take, I mean, I'm guessing, I watched someone make a Pokemon fan-made game, and they said, hey, maybe this will take like 2 to 3 months, and they ended up taking like years on it. Hopefully this takes like a year. This takes a year, or at least, and hopefully by the end of like the next 2 months or something, I can get past like the first town, which isn't much, but I'd be very happy if I was able to complete that, and I'm sure all my friends would also be very happy with that too. So we're doing this just because we really like Pokemon, and I'm very like motivated to do it. And my other projects felt really lifeless compared to it because it wasn't something I was interested in as much. Just making like a platformer that didn't lead anywhere. So I'm excited to do this, and I guess that's really it. I don't have anything else to say really. So thank you for watching until the end. If you are still here, I know it was kind of it was a completely different video than what I normally do. The first time I actually have my face cam in a video, which is awesome, right? I didn't realize OBS can use a face cam. Like, how stupid am I guess, you know. So yeah. If you enjoyed it, I guess like the video. That'll help like with the traction. Maybe get more people to like see it and stuff. And if you want to keep in touch with the game progress, I'll be streaming. I'll be doing video updates. And maybe I'll post on like Twitter or something like that, like some other, like maybe like Reddit and stuff. But that's probably only after I gain a bit more attraction with it. So for now, I'll stick here, and for now, everything will be surrounded on this YouTube channel. I think that's really all I have to say. So I guess I'll see you in the next video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys are excited, because I know I'm excited. So see you guys in the next one, and that's it. Bye.